Working for a Middle Eastern airline was an incredible experience. I was very fortunate that I was able to travel the world with that airline, and I'm really, really grateful for that. I really am. Every job has got its pluses, every job has got things that you don't like about it. That's normal, that's life. But within a large organization, in Europe, you have unions, you have people who will protect you. If you have an issue with your manager, if you have an issue with your colleague, there will be a tribunal, there will be a fair, objective conversation amongst you, an independent observer, the person that you're having the issue with. And Emirates was a great company to work for once you were on the right side of the law, once that everything was going well for you. If for any reason you popped up with a red alert over your head and you had a problem with another colleague, with your manager, with a passenger, if you had a problem, you were guilty until you were proven innocent. Because when you're working for Emirates, there is no voice for the small worker. If for any reason you had a problem with your manager, there was no method of contacting any other person, an independent person, an objective person, in order for you to dispute the case, the issue that you were having with your manager. So every single person working as cabin crew for Emirates is at the absolute fundamental mercy of their manager. Everything relies on that relationship you have with your manager. So if for any reason your manager decides they don't like you, your life will be made a living hell until you leave the company. There is nobody to fight your battles. There is nobody to hear you. If you have a problem on a flight, you go to your manager. If a manager is going to do their job properly, they cannot live in fear of going against the grain or the protocol for the company. In a company as large as Emirates, cabin crew should be treated on an individual basis. If any management are listening to this video, an individual basis. You cannot tar everybody with the same brush. Now, I'm not speaking from personal experience per se, because when I did have a problem, I would always speak up. And regardless of whether my manager supported me or not, it's kind of neither here nor there, because I knew how to work the system. But for people who are uneducated joining Emirates, or don't have the wherewithal, or are not capable to communicate or defend themselves, almost similar to what you would in a court of law, they are batting against the wind. And that is why there was so many suicides within Emirates Airline to do with the cabin crew. There were a lot of suicides which were never discussed in a public forum. Those people who committed suicide were not allowed to be spoken about on the portal, the cabin crew portal. They don't get a mention if they've taken their own lives. If they die of cancer, which was a lot of people, and a lot of that has to do with being up in a very artificial atmosphere, by the way. So we were working maximum hours. If we had a problem, we were not being heard by anybody. Your manager had a list and rules and regulations in front of them. No, you broke the rule. Bam. They never ever took into consideration people's mental health. And if I can warn anybody out there, if you are thinking about joining the airline, go and get yourself psychiatrically tested to see if you can cope under immense mental pressure and sleep depravity. Because this is what you're going to encounter. No matter who you are, you have one issue at any point along the way. Nobody will back you up. Fact. Why am I saying this now? Because I feel the people have not got their voice. I feel the people are all so terrified to speak up. Maybe they can't find the words. But I swear to you now, I can find the words. And this is only the start. Have a good day.